5 things that are important to know when becoming a Loadmaster and or Air Force aviator, mobility force aviator. So number 1 being flying takes a toll on your body. Whether it's the fact that you're working on metal all the time, so you're gonna be rolling around on metal, you're working with metal, you have metal chains, metal straps, metal sharp objects that you're loading, stuff like that. And then you're gonna fly, which if you've ever flown in an airplane before, you already know it's kind of uncomfortable and you feel a little yucky afterwards. Yeah, imagine doing that for like 12 to 18 hours straight. You're gonna feel dehydrated, you're gonna feel yucky. Flying definitely takes a toll. A lot of people will tell you that they have back pain, knee pain, arm pain, shoulder pain, this, that, or the other. And sometimes like you could be, you know, one of the most like in shape, well put together people, and you can still, your body will still hurt after flying. So things that are kind of important to help negate that is exercising regularly. Unfortunately, in this career field, you'll find that a lot of people don't do that, but the ones who tend to stay healthy and not get hurt all the time are the ones who exercise more, and the ones who don't exercise as much are the ones who end up injured or duties not including flying all the time. So eat good when you can. The reason I say that is because when you're at home, you can eat healthy, you can make your own meals. If you're in the dorms, you can in fact go to the DFAC if you don't know how to make your own food, or you can learn how to make your own food. You don't need to spend all your money on McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or whatever. Eat a salad every once in a while, eat some fruits and veggies, like just eat healthy. And the reason I say that is because when you're on the road, sometimes it's not as easy to eat healthy when you're on the road, especially if you're going to the grab and go, you're going to the shop at a gas station, whatever it is, to pick up some food for, you know, your flight that day. Sometimes it's not as easy to pick out, you know, healthy stuff. Sometimes it's easier to just pick out some snacks and frozen stuff. And trust me, like, I get it. That's the hardest part of shopping on the road for me, is like, I want to get healthy stuff, but also sometimes I'm not thinking about the healthy stuff when I'm in there hungry at the moment, but I got to think about my 18-hour day ahead of me and be like, you know what, maybe I should get, instead of getting like, I don't know, a frozen pizza, maybe I'll get like a salad with some chicken in it. Crazy thought, I know. And then the third part of that one is just get good sleep when you can. When you get home from a mission, regulate your sleep. You know, if you get home at night or something like that, stay up for a little bit. Don't go to bed right away. Regulate your sleep. Try and get back on your sleep schedule. When you're on the road, don't go crazy every single night. If you're staying somewhere for 12 hours, you know, go to sleep. If you're staying somewhere for 24 hours, then, you know, go have fun. See wherever you're at. Explore. That's like an important part of the job, is go into these different locations. But on the other hand, like, you need sleep to do your job. You need sleep because not only is it important for you and your health, but other people are relying on you to be fully functioning when you are part of a crew aircraft. Number 2, something that I thought might be important to know is that you are going to be tested all the time. Not only are you going to do CBTs every 3 months for your airframe. Well, I don't know. I can't speak on everyone else, but for C-17s, we do CBTs every 3 months. You're also going to do your regular Air Force CBTs all the time. You are going to be tested by your peers. You're going to be tested by people above you. You're going to be tested by people below you on your knowledge, how you operate, your technique, all that stuff. So know that testing never ever stops just because you graduate from fundamentals or basic aviator school, whatever they call it, or LIQ. Don't think it stops there. Like, you need to be in the books all the time for at least your first year or two. And then as you move up to whatever your next qual is, you're always going to need more knowledge, but testing is important. Like, you're going to be tested all the time throughout your career. Evaluations, like I said, are a part of that. You get evaluated at least once every year and a half-ish, give or take, but depending on your qual and whatnot. But you do get a check ride in the Air Force at least once a year. So that's another thing. And then like when you're a younger person, all the way up through technical sergeant, well, you're going to be testing for staff and you're going to test for tech. And you might not make it your first time, and that's something else that you have to think about, that on top of your airframe, your job, whatever it is, you're also going to have to learn Air Force stuff, and you're going to be tested on that. Number 3, it takes a long time to get good at your job. And there's nothing wrong with that. I cross-trained into being a Loadmaster after I had already been in the Air Force for about 7 years. So I cross-trained as a staff sergeant, got to my base, and all of my peers, all my staff sergeant peers, have been doing this for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. But so like, even if you get there as a new guy, new from the pipeline, just know that you're not going to be good right away. I've been flying for 5 years. I wouldn't even consider myself great. There's going to be so many different things all the time, and you're going to be constantly learning. You can't be 100% at everything, but the best thing you can do is just continue to try and be better at your job every day. So if that means studying by yourself, studying with friends, finding a good instructor that you like, sitting down with them, asking them questions, having them ask you questions. The only way to get better is to do, so you can be forced as much knowledge as possible, but sometimes you're not going to load the same thing that, you know, your buddies who got there at the same time as you. They're going to load something crazy. You're going to load like 17 pallets and be like, well, he got great experience, but you never know. Just know that it's going to take time for you to be a good aviator, Loadmaster, etc. Realize that you're not the same as everyone else. Some people are going to learn faster than you. Some people are going to learn slower than you. Just be a good airman, be a good wingman, help people out, or if you need help, ask for help. It's better to be humble and tell people you have no idea what you're doing than to do something stupid, get yourself hurt, someone else hurt. I am always an advocate for, even if I know the answer, sometimes I'll be the guy in the room that will raise his hand and ask the stupid questions, because I realize that not a lot of people are comfortable doing that. So, number 4, I think is important to talk about. If you have family, this job does take a toll on your family. This job isn't like every other job in the Air Force. There is times where you will be gone for days to weeks at a time to possibly a month, and then if you deploy, 6 months. And sometimes it can be with basically 12-hour notice. You could walk into work, they're like, hey, you need to go to crew rest, and you go home, pack your bag, get ready to go on the road. And you can be gone for, 3-4 weeks. Be prepared for that. Prepare your family for that. Prepare your relationships for that by spending as much valuable time as possible with your family when you have it. Fortunately, we do get a lot of time off with weekends, holidays. After you get back from a mission, you get time off. Don't waste that time. If you get 4 days off when you get back from a mission, take those 4 days. Hang out with your family. Go do something. You might be having a good time on the road. You might be going to do some cool places. Yeah, you might be working your butt off, but you're still getting to see the world. And your family sometimes is just stuck back here, sitting, chilling, waiting for you to get back, because life continues without you. But sometimes it's not as easy for life to go on when you're not there. So realize this job does take a toll on your family. And that's something to be conscious of. And if it becomes a problem, it is okay to let the people around you know that you need a little bit more time to be around your family. We've all been there. We all get it. It's a really cool, awesome, tight-knit community. And number 5, being frugal on the road can help you save up for the things you want in life. That being said, if you're going somewhere new, go have a good time. Go explore. Go see the touristy places. Go see castles. Go to the beach. Go eat at a 5-star restaurant. Like, go have those experiences. But if you're gonna go to the same place, if it's like, bro, we've been here 3 times, like, it's okay if you don't wanna do that. Just go walk around, go hang out, like, go see something that doesn't cost any money. Save a little bit of your money for when you come back. You can put it in savings. You can put it towards that new car that you were paying way too much for to pay it off quicker. Like, save up to buy a house. Like, just because the per diem rate you get for that day is $152 doesn't mean you have to spend $152. You can spend $50 and then boom, there's $100 in your pocket to make your life better. On the other end of that, realize that you're not going to fly forever. There can be times where there's not as much flying going on, or you might get hurt, or you might get sick, or you might go to a training unit, or you might go to, be in a desk job for a little while. The per diem is not always going to be there. So don't live your life based off of the per diem you make. In fact, I would love to go and make a whole video about how young military personnel should be living their life with their money. I can talk about that some other time. But that being said, don't base your life off of the income you make as an aviator, because it can end and you could get hurt and not fly anymore, or you just could not fly as much, and so you're not going to be making that extra $500 a month that you were making because you were flying your butt off. So just be frugal on the road. Be smart about the money that you spend out there, because yes, just be smart. If you guys like this stuff, please like, comment, subscribe, ask questions. I reply like as quick as possible. I love answering questions that people want to know about the job specifically, and stuff that like recruiters and stuff might not know. Yeah, so thanks for checking me out. See you.